Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Robert McLeod Jr. And after turning another 13 hours today in flag time, about the time I got a chance to get with my wife and start riding home, my phone was blowing up with messages from all across the country. Blowing up with messages from Oregon and Idaho, some friends with Oath Keepers about what's going on in Oregon. Then I got messages coming in from people in New York telling me to get to a TV and watch what's going on in New York. Well, it's bad enough we already got protests going on in Baltimore, but now the protests are starting to blow up in New York City. And just for good measure, I'm drinking a damn Coors. Okay, see that? You know, as a gardener, I have plants that grow and produce things. I got plants that produce peppers. I got plants that produce tomatoes. I got plants that produce beans. I got celery. I got lettuce. I have chives. I've got squash. All types of varieties. They are all productive plants. But occasionally, weeds tend to grow up in the middle of those productive plants, and their roots attach to the roots of the productive plant, and they suck the food, the nutrient, the water. They just basically will suck the life out of those plants. And when you have weeds in your garden, you have to remove those weeds. Pile them up in a pile. Make a compost pile out of them, something. You got to find some useful purpose for those weeds. Well, in our society, we have a lot of weeds. And we, as the people, we see these weeds. And I fractured a law or two in my time, and I found out real quick that either you follow the law or you go to jail. Well, we have a lot of people that have fractured the laws several times. And then we have aunties and uncles and all those other things that tend to protect them and say, oh, it's okay, you'll get it straightened out. And we keep trying to look for the best of them. I had done a video once before about a friend, a very good close friend of mine that owned a business that was a profitable business. His son got in trouble with the law and he kept bailing him out, and it finally wound up after about the fourth time he bailed his son out. His son stole a car, stole some beer, led the law on an 8-county chase, crashed into a tree and killed himself. And the point that I'm trying to make here is, in our communities, we all see the people that want to be hard-headed and don't want to follow the law. And we coddle to them. We don't get their attention by just letting them sit in jail. This Freddie Gray that was killed in Baltimore, while his death may be tragic, and there may be some reasons behind it that needs to be investigated, his rap sheet read like a mafia gang member. I mean, really, this guy had been arrested and released so many times. When does it come a time when somebody lets him sit in jail so he can learn from his mistakes? When we continuously have a revolving door on people that break the law, we are growing weeds in our garden. And now we see all the budding elements coming out from all across the country that agree with his lifestyle. Well, I don't agree with his lifestyle. I don't agree with attacking the cops. If the cops are wrong, they need to go down. Period, point blank, simple. Same as if I pull my gun out and go shoot somebody, or if I beat the hell out of somebody and it causes their death, There will be an investigation, and if I'm guilty, I'm guilty. Period, point blank, simple. But we, as a people, see the elements in our community. If I go up here to the street corner and I start seeing cars up there all hours of the night again, I guarantee you I'm going to be one calling the law saying, okay, they're back in business, and they'll shut them down again. That's what we have to do. We have to be stewards of our own community. And if you saw the images in Baltimore, there was a lot of upstanding people just like me standing between the protesters and the cops saying this is not the way to do it. Well, now we got New York City blowing up. What's the next city that's going to blow up? And I know down in Texas and everywhere else, everybody's concerned about Jade Helm. We got Oregon now. We got BLM hiring armed thugs coming in. Redneck thought is, stay locked and loaded. You are responsible for your protection and your family's protection. Make no bones about that. Just like I'm responsible for my protection and my family's protection. And I don't take either of them lightly. Y'all think about it. That's Redneck's Thought today. And as always, have a blessed day.